And I didn't see his message till later. He actually got the game early. Sorry, guys. Man, I look so weird without my glasses. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Alrighty. So let's start with some comments today, guys. Let's see here. I honestly been replying to all your comments since I came back, just because I feel like it's my part to do. There's not that many of you guys, which, don't get me wrong, I love it on certain ways, and this is one of the ways I get to make long-term lasting relationships with people I love. So the first comment here, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see better. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! The first comment was, let me go smaller. This was in Russian. I speak Russian so-so. I don't speak it anymore actually. I understand it well. I haven't spoken it in forever. So I had to translate it. First one says, gorgeous, everything is top. I like it. Keep up the good work. And the second message, videos up. So I'm gonna reply to him later. Thank you so much, PCHEL. Guessing from Russia. And then we have CRM King. I actually love the game he's talking about, Crew 2. We've been talking about Crew 2 based on my experience, but I'm old gen PS4 playing, so he's playing on old gen, and around 3 hours and playing or an hour crashes blue screen every time. Oh, he's having problems. Oh, god damn it, he's having problems on Morrowfest. I haven't seen anyone have problems on Morrowfest recently. But, oh, no, that's not true. Joining each other on Morrowfest is a problem. You can't do it. It's like I paid $60 for nothing because I can't even play the game. Word. Actually loved the streams. Honestly, it was the worth staying up all night. You stayed up all night. I remember you went to bed at 5:30. You were there since like 4. Oh my god, thanks Billy for being so awesome. Diamond, the future is gonna be big. Speaking about Spider-Man 2, that's gonna be awesome. Hey Joey, can't believe it was 9 years ago. Aww. Wow, I wonder wow, I would come home from middle school and look forward to this video so much. How time has changed. Aw. Don't believe anything Rockstar confirms. Brother, we're gonna watch a video later. Where is it? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Rockstar's failures. I think it's called A Bad Joke. Yep, don't worry. I'm there with you. We're gonna watch it. And then a couple more messages. Let's do it. I remember I used to watch you or GTA live streams with the dancing girl intro. I was like 10 years old. Now I'm 19. Aw. How was high school? Did you graduate high school? Are you going to college? What's going on, buddy? September 2023. Crazy nostalgia. Hi, DKR. Miss you, bro. Oh my god. Alright. Let me take off. I haven't responded yet because we respond a lot. Alright, so this is all the ones we got. What the hell? And then here's all the responses. Okay, so we caught up with most of them. I gotta still catch up this morning. I got maybe 20 comments to do, but it's nice. I just like reading them every morning. It makes me feel great and reminds me of all the good times we have. And it actually makes me feel great about the videos I upload because it makes me feel like you guys care, especially those with the conversation. Yeah. Hey Mighty, how you doing, buddy? I love seeing your comment pop up. I still remember you from the GTA 5 Alien movie. Oh, Aiden, you rock, brother. Digital pins crashed? What do you mean you crashed digital pins? That's not a lot. No one crashes in my house. Alright. So I'm going to turn off the music because we're going to jump right into it. I've been up all day, yesterday and today, finding things I want to check out. New things, old things, some extreme things. And I'm kind of excited. My eye is itchy though, I gotta be honest. I'm kind of excited. You guys were asking me to play Boulder Guys maybe. Curious about that. Lies with P came out recently. I'm curious because I really wanted to play that game, but it looks kind of interesting. It's not usually my style game, but hey, I kind of want to check it out. I found an awesome video about Starfield versus next-gen console games. It's hilarious. Maybe we'll do that next. Payday's out. Brandon wants to play that. I kind of want to play it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let me know if you guys want to play it. Maybe we'll figure something out. The Boulder Geist is out. Where else? Oh yeah, I want to see this. I just don't want to see Osman react to it.
Starfield is a next-gen game. Is it really? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Let's see.
I want to see this, but not that way. All right. And then what else do we have? Oh, that's the comments to Track the Gamer. Epic fail. Yeah, I want to take a look at that. And so we got a bunch of things. And I also kind of wanted to cover that, hey, they finally found the military jet that crashed yesterday. So, yeah. And then I have some interesting things I want to check out. Why isn't gaming fun anymore? I sometimes feel that way. Sometimes gaming feels kind of slow. So I'm kind of want to check it out. Anyway, and then we have a bunch of submissions from you guys from Discord. We're going to do that. And then after that, I'll place Mortal Kombat until we finish it. Sounds like a plan, right? Alrighty then. I got my coffee going. What are you guys up to before we start? I want to know. I want to know what you guys doing right now. I wish I had a freaking camera into your house. Hey, Daryl, how you doing, buddy? Just passing through. Love you too, buddy. Did you hear about the jet that flew forever? We were covering it yesterday. Thanks, brother.
News coming in at this hour, an F-35 U.S. fighter jet missing for nearly 24 hours after the pilot had ejected. Well, word coming in now, reports of wreckage just now being found. Here's Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, the mystery solved. After more than 24 hours of searching, the military has found the debris.
All right, if you guys don't know what happens, guys, an F-16 pilot had to eject. We don't know for what reason, and I think it's a Discovery probe. It's a thing they have to be findable because it's a stealth jet during regular commercial times. Was not activated, so it was in full stealth mode and in autopilot when the pilot ejected. So it just kept flying, and no one could see it. So, haha, great times.
Debris from the missing F-35, one of the most sophisticated fighter jets in the world, one with a price tag of more than $100 million. It vanished Sunday afternoon in South Carolina. The pilot of the F-35 ejecting near Joint Base Charleston after reports of an undisclosed mishap in the cockpit. He was transported to a medical center and is now listed in stable condition. But there was no sign of the fighter jet, prompting the base to plead on social media. If you have any information that may help our recovery teams locate the F-35, please call the Base Defense Operations Center. Charleston Congresswoman Nancy Mace tweeting, "How in the hell do you lose an F-35?
I don't think she understands. This plane was designed in a way so it's not to be found. You can't put an iPhone tag on it. Where's Apple tag on it? Because it will receive and send signals, and if you're in enemy territory, people can discover those signals. You can't put a car jack on it. It's made to be unfound. It's literally a stealth jet."
We knew the F-35 was stealth, but this is ridiculous.
Hey,
the jet is equipped with a transponder, a beacon that should indicate where the jet crashed, and military radar is supposed to be able to track a jet's location. But this one took a while.
If there was, say, an electrical failure on board where the transponder, the beams out to the radar, was no longer functioning, then it becomes a stealth aircraft, essentially invisible to radar. At that point, it would have disappeared off of air traffic control radar screens.
A transponder is a high power amplified transformer that literally sends radio waves out there for you to say, hey, I'm here, don't crash into me, right? And it's connected by a pitot tube, not a pitot tube, RF tube, to the radar. So if there was any issue there...
Marine Corps is going to have a lot of questions to answer in the days ahead about why it took so long, but finding the aircraft, which they now have, is key to answering many of those questions.
I love
David?
it.
Martha Raddatz with late reporting from Washington tonight. Martha, thanks as always.
I love that our military jets are so stealthy that we cannot find them either. I freaking love that. You think you can mess with the United States? Dude, we're so stealthy we can't even find our own shit. I love that. It's hilarious. I'm glad he didn't end up in the wrong enemy hands. I'm glad he wasn't overseas during a war zone. But besides that, no one was hurt. Besides that, it's hilarious. I love it. The best thing ever. Hi Ed, welcome back, buddy. Superman of life. How you doing? Wingless, thanks for showing up, guys. Shaka. Even when we can't beat it. Totally Shaka. You think you can beat us? We can't even do it ourselves, man. We created a god jet. Hey Maxi Leo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Oh, that was a good laugh. At our own expense, but in a good way. I don't care. Oh, Payday 3 looks epic, guys. I kind of want to take a look at it. Yeah, let's go. Let's jump straight into Payday 3. Let me know if you guys going to get it, because I'm going to play it. I need a team. It's not fun by yourself. So let me know.
Today, we're diving into Payday 3, the highly anticipated game-making waves. Is it worth playing? Stay tuned as we're about to break down everything we know so far. Right from the
That's the
get-go,
question we want to
Payday
answer.
3
Is it
feels
worth
like a
playing?
significant upgrade from its predecessor. The movement and gunplay are smoother and more realistic than ever. You'll find yourself moving faster, and new maneuvers.
Okay, I was more interested to find out if this game is fast. So this is like a 3-minute video. If he doesn't tell us, oh, it's 421. He could have made it perfect 420. Anyway, if it's not a, we're gonna have to find something that tells us if the game is fun. That's my main concern.
Maneuvers like sliding add a whole new dimension to both combat and stealth. The weapons feel punchier and more satisfying, although they come with smaller magazines and longer reload times. Plus, you can now use civilian hostages as meat shields, forcing enemies into melee combat to avoid harming innocent bystanders, a neat addition to the gameplay. Now, let's dive into some criticism. Payday 3...
We didn't have meat shield, couldn't take hostages, right? In besides like an area. You couldn't take an individual hostage in Payday 2, I don't think.
introduces a new skill tree system that simplifies things by allowing you to pick only 4 perks for each mission. While the perks themselves are cool, this change removes the depth of character specialization that was central to the series. The ability to instantly swap abilities from mission to mission eliminates the sense of unique roles within a crew. This simplified approach may disappoint fans of the intricate build crafting from Payday 2.
I don't think I'm going to care about it.
It seems that the game has done away with perk decks, which added minor perks related to a character's background.
I don't care about that.
This suggests a potential shift towards a more streamlined experience, which may not sit well with fans of the franchise. On the bright side, the revamped progression system opens up exciting possibilities for stealth runs. Unlike Payday 2, where only elite players could pull off clean heists, Payday 3 makes stealth more accessible. Even in random match-made groups.
You guys know I'm not a stealth guy. I just go in with the guns blazing. So if you're a stealth player, have you tried Payday 3? What do you think about it? Because I'm not really a stealth player, but in Payday 3, it's so rewarding to go stealth. It's gigantic. The money and rewards is just juicy.
Groups with minimal communication, you can execute stealth missions successfully. One of the standout changes is in mission design. Stealth runs now offer entirely different paths to success. For example,
like being
the
able to
secure
put down the
Capital
blinds.
Bank level gives you the option to sabotage electrical systems and deactivate security measures to access the vault without being detected.
Hi, Taco.
This dynamic approach adds depth to the gameplay and makes each heist feel unique. The addition of new mechanics for stealth play is a game changer. You can pickpocket security guards for key cards or use environmental lures to distract them. Hidden cameras allow you to scout ahead without raising suspicion. Stealth in Payday 3 is more intricate and engaging than ever before,
That might be fun.
and it's a massive improvement from its predecessor.
Hi,
However,
Junkie.
all these new options don't make stealth runs a cakewalk, and that's mainly because of the improved enemy AI. Guards now respond dynamically to your actions, investigating suspicious activities and altering their patrol routes.
That's awesome.
They're not trigger happy. They'll attempt to escort you out of restricted areas instead of shooting you on sight, offering a tactical advantage for savvy players. In combat, the police force is more formidable than ever, swarming you from all directions and adapting to your tactics.
This looks fun,
They
guys.
can even obstruct your heist attempts, like triggering the fire alarm to slow down your thermite job. Hostages are more responsive too, making them valuable assets in both combat and negotiation. So, there you have it. It's clear that the game brings significant improvements to movement, combat, and stealth gameplay. However, the simplified skill tree system leaves something to be desired for fans of character specialization. The dynamic mission design and enhanced enemy AI add depth and challenge to the heists.
Roman, I agree
Payday
with you.
3 is set to release on September 21st, and based on what we've seen so far, it's shaping up to be a worthy successor to the franchise. If you're a fan of cooperative heists and tense, tactical gameplay, this might just be your next go-to title.
Froman said, I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm afraid of another $70 disappointment. Honestly, this isn't what I was expecting from this video. It's very informative. I don't really care about the perks. I've actually heard good things about Payday 3. I have. I just wanted to see what's going on. Payday 3 is absolutely awesome. Ooh, let's take a look at it. We don't have to watch the whole
Payday
thing.
3 Early Access has officially gone live, and today I jumped in with Tom Ostad and Westy to check out the first few heists. The game has been an absolute blast so far from the few hours that we've played, attempting to complete missions stealthily and loud. Big thanks to Payday
It
3
looks
for sponsoring
beautiful.
the video. Link
It
is below
looks
if you want to check out the
amazing,
game for
guys.
yourself. And with that said, we're going to get stuck into the action now as we find ourselves on a bridge attempting to hijack an armored vehicle carrying the most precious cargo in the world. You'll have to wait and see what that is though. Drop me a like below if you enjoyed the video.
It's a
Let's
sandwich?
get into
I'm
the
guessing
action
it's a
now.
sandwich.
Road rage. We've got to rob an armored transport. Nah, that's impossible.
No time to read it.
Hard.
This looks fun.
Yes.
Let's take a
hard
look, guys. I'm
is
curious.
easy, Westy,
Oh, look at this.
in Payday games.
Easy.
Oh, okay. It's just the word suggests
There we
it's
are.
hard.
Oh,
Okay, I need to...
hey yo.
We're in.
Hey yo, I've
Oh,
got
do we
the-
actually have to be?
Wait,
we actually
wait.
have to shoot. I'm guessing.
Shooty bang bang. Place and activate the EMP. Ow. I shouldn't have done that.
Wow, your mask is amazing.
I'm
think
going
it
to fast forward a
changes.
little bit.
Complete.
Yes, this is an aggro mission since we've started with our masks on.
Prepare the ambush.
Back this way.
Down on the ground.
And then tie their hands.
Oh, tie him up.
This looks
Yeah.
confusing. I don't know what they're doing right
Truck's
now.
been
Okay,
emptied.
there's the truck.
Right. We have to do something with it now, I guess.
Okay, hook up the remote steering device to the truck.
Oh no.
That will give us access to the vehicle's controls.
Wait, we're going to control it?
We stashed it on the construction site. Go get it.
Got to go back and get the device. I think it's this thing here.
I mean, this doesn't look that fun right now.
In here.
Hey, Bubba, like I do.
I've got it.
Hi, check out Crime Boss
Nice, Jack. Proud of you. Keep it
Rocky
up.
Attach
CD.
the steering
Okay,
device.
brother.
Cops have arrived.
Oh no. They're just going to start shooting at us straight away, I think. Oh, the music is sick. I'm going to put that down there.
Now start the override.
Oh, cops here.
Oh, no, bad guy, bad guy.
I'm activating the device. Done. Hacking is on the go.
Connected. The security in place to prevent
Behind
this
you.
sort of takeover. Hold on a second.
I need to get a sight for this M4 as soon as possible. Oh, there's loads there.
In my opinion, thank you for the super chat, Bubba. In my opinion, Payday is like this. It's only as fun as the friends you play with. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, I think it's a better game. I think what's gonna make Payday or break it is the crew you play it with. You know, if it's yeah, that's the thing. I want to play it, but I don't want to play it with randoms. I need, I want to have my friends, Brendan and everyone. If Snoop and Chelsea were playing it, but I don't think they're Payday fans. But yeah, so I think it's going to depend strongly on the team you're playing it with. These guys weren't haha funny, and there's nothing against them. But the crews I play with, we usually goof around a lot more, and things get crazy faster. And so I think it's dependent on who you play with. I think. What do you guys think? Yeah. You will like it that more. Okay. Bubba says we will like Crime Boss more. Let's take a look. All right. Crime Boss Rocky City official Dragons Gold Cup extension launch trailer. I don't know what I'm watching right now, Bubba. Let's take a look. Okay. It's got Chuck Norris in it.
Sheriff Norris, who spearheaded the investigation, is set to receive
I will look into it.
It's got Chuck Norris in it.
Baker, what do you want? It's what we both want. The gold.
Is this 4K video? What is this? Why is it? Ooh. I never knew about this game. It's more arcadey for sure, isn't it? Famous movie stars. It's an epic game, huh?
Believe me, estás muerto, cabrón.
Is this supposed to be a money grab by big movie stars? Does anyone know? I don't know anything about it. I'm curious more about it. It seems like a gigantic money grab. Oh, music. No music. We don't do music. The game looked pretty good, though. Hey, hi guys. Do the official trailer. Wasn't that the official trailer? It said official trailer. Oh, this one. Wait, we did the official trailer. Nah. Still not sold on it, buddy. I'm sorry. It looks kind of cool. I do want to check this out. If you guys don't know, I have been playing Starfield. I want to jump on it again. Probably not today since we're doing Mortal Kombat today, finishing it up. But I do want to jump on it. And I enjoyed it. And one of the things I love about Starfield is all the glitches. So this looks like funny and entertaining. So let's take a look at all the glitches in Starfield. Supposedly Starfield is a next-gen game. Well, let's decide for ourselves. Okay. In Zelda, you can push someone over. Okay, that's fair. In Starfield, you shoot in front of the cops. They don't do anything. Okay, I get it. It's okay. I love that he gets run over at the end. And this is in 2004, 2008. You just aim at a cop. Compared to Starfield. Oh, look at the beautiful water in Starfield.
This piece of shit.
Okay, this is gorgeous. This is... You can't compare the two. Red Dead is not fair, okay? This is Zelda, goddammit. Look how much better it looks. This is... Compared to a PC, this console should not do better water. Okay. Okay. The thing that drives me crazy on Starfield are this little cheap ass bullet markers they put on everything to indicate that it's been shot. They don't really look believable. They're really cheap looking. There's so many mods on Starfield that are improving the game better than the Bethesda did. It's unbelievable. You can't destroy chairs and tables in Starfield. It's impossible, guys. Cyberpunk, yeah, but Cyberpunk is not a great game either, right? It might be becoming one, but yeah. Yeah, she doesn't care that you pointed a gun between her eyes.
Don't want this to get any worse.
Can you compare a Bethesda game to anything? Really? Yeah, this is 2008. Come on, guys. Jumping on Starfield, low gravity. The fall looks worse than GTA. The fall does look worse than GTA. What the hell is this? Low gravity jump? Okay, now this is some ragdolling. Now this is some ragdolling right there. Tell me the water's gonna... The water didn't splash up! I thought most of these were gonna be bullshit, but holy crap, guys. It's just the small things that make the life believable. You're not gonna splash, are you? Nope, no splash. No splash whatsoever. That's hilarious. I did not notice any of this stuff until now. Yeah. How old is The Witcher? Did they rush the game out? Is that what happened? You can't go through doors in Starfield. It's the most ridiculous thing. You cannot go through doors in a new gen system. How is that possible? How is that possible? Because the new gen system has the best memory ever. PCs, PS5s, they all have M.2 memory right now. M.2? I messed that up. But yeah, M.2 memory. SSD, very fast memory. And the whole point of it is you can load stuff quickly, so you shouldn't have barricades and load screens.
Come on in.
My, what a sweet little face you have.
I can't believe you can't walk through in the doors in Starfield without a load screen. That was fun. The greatest things that make Starfield exciting also makes them worse. I don't know. They do. They do. Oh, I'll take a look at it later, brother. I got a plan. Following my plan today. I do want to check this out. I saw this title earlier today. It's Titanfall is making a comeback. Titanfall 2 is making a comeback, or something's going on with Titanfall. I'm not sure. I loved Titanfall 2. I'm willing to say I was so involved in the campaign. The campaign was my favorite campaign of all gaming. That to my memory. I love Titanfall campaign so much. I still think about it. The relationship between a robot and its pilot and everything. It was a beautiful, beautiful game. If you haven't played the campaign on Titanfall 2, it's awesome. I also love the game. I really did. I don't know why Titanfall 2 didn't succeed. It has everything. Gigantic mechs, fun grapple, COD style shooting. It's just really fun. There's so many levels, and then your Titans you can drop them on people, you can customize it, and I was really good with the Titan, so I was really sad that it didn't take off. I was really sad. And I'm getting excited that might be something new might be happening with it. So let's go take a look.
So there's one question I have to ask right now. What the heck is going on with Titanfall 2?
I really wanted to make a comeback.
Online, people were excited about what's going on with the game. I'm like, why are people excited about playing Titanfall all of a sudden?
I wanted to make a comeback, guys.
Basically dead for years, but not anymore because people are back and they're playing a lot of Titanfall. In fact, so much that there's like a 200% increase in the player count on PC alone. Oh no! Well, the big reason behind that is because, well, the game finally got an update, which is like, okay, yeah, the games get updated all the time. Why is...
So I didn't know that Titanfall had a problem. I played it on console, and for me... I didn't play it on console, and for me, it didn't have any problems. Titanfall 2 is turning into Apex Legends. I can see Apex got definitely inspired by Titanfall.
This one all different than anything else because this update actually made the game playable, at least for PC players, because for the longest time you haven't been able to play Titanfall because the servers were just completely broken. Matchmaking didn't work. It was a mess. It was a total mess. Well, now Respawn has gone in and actually updated the game, and now everything just works as it's supposed to, and the children always yearn for more Titanfall. But not only that, the game actually got some new updates with like new playlists, things you can do within the game and stuff. It's like, why all of a sudden? Oh my god, I literally just got hologram like it's Halo Reach. Oh,
that was nice.
That guy was coming in hot. But recently, in the Apex Legends patch notes, surprisingly, they referenced Titanfall 2 and 1, and also Apex Legends, because with some secret code that they put within the patch notes, they put in this code, and if you looked it up, it actually references the launch dates of Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, and, well, Apex Legends as well.
What are they doing?
Within Titanfall 2, they put these little plushies in here for like little Easter eggs you can find within the world. I think it's on the Pacific map, and I don't think it's on this one. Hey, we got a kill. But yeah, here's a video about it if you guys are curious what it's all about. And with this recent update, the Apex Legends patch notes, it's really made people think like, what's going on with this game, and get interested in it and start playing it again. And then it's seen a huge increase. And then on top of that, the game is also on a huge discount on Steam and on Xbox. So basically, Titanfall 2 is up and running and alive again. More people are playing this game actually than Halo Infinite, which is kind of crazy.
I know, I'm not surprised by that. It's a great game. I was always upset that it didn't take off. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Oh my god, another one, baby. Let's go. Oh gosh, there's a Titan looking right at me. I don't like this one bit. Oh, get out, get out.
Dude, getting on top of a Titan is so much fun,
Titanfall 2, like, if you don't care for the multiplayer at all, at least play for the campaign, because the campaign for Titanfall 2 is actually incredible.
It's
There's one mission in particular, Cause and Effect, that just is a masterpiece in first-person shooter campaign missions. Another kill. Let's go. And my Titan's up and ready. Let's go. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. But no. I like this. Oh! Which I like the campaign for Titanfall 2 so much that honestly, if they just made like a campaign only Titanfall, I would absolutely be down for that and play it as much as I could. There's always...
I love this game, bro, guys. And watching him play it like this makes me want to play it again even more. You're still upset there's no Titanfall 3? Totally, brother.
There's one narrative when it comes to Titanfall that I don't think this game or franchise will ever be able to escape. Would definitely be the launch window of this game. I think it was a little unfair to this game because I believe it launched between Call of Duty and Battlefield. It's like EA literally just kind of shot themselves in the foot when it came to the success of this game, and I am completely pinched between
a rock
and a hard place, and that rock being another Titan. catch him! Do something! No!
Dude, you don't know how to use your Titan, man.
Oh, that was brutal. But because of that launch window, it really just hurt the success of the game and really just made it so that EA was just like, you know what, it's not worth it to work on this game anymore. Luckily for Respawn, that they were able to have huge success with Apex Legends, and basically they were like, okay, well, we're gonna be focusing on that because people love it and we've been making a ton of money on it. But one thing I think a reason why people don't really like this game so much is because of this right here. Look at how many Titans are on the field right now. I have to compete against this. This is insane.
That's not true. I would say the reason this happens because people don't know how to play the game on your team, and you end up 3 Titans versus 1 and then get destroyed, and then the rest of your team isn't using rocket launchers and stuff like that. If you have a good team and they know how to counteract Titans and they're not playing campy and stuff like that, it's just an unbelievable game.
What am I supposed to do? The Respawn did actually remedy that problem a little bit with the pilot.
That's not the game's fault. It happens everywhere in every game. If someone's overpowered, and you know, if you have 1 or 2 run and gun people like me, and we get all the freaking score streaks and shit, you have no chance against it. It's not the game's fault.
The pilot mode, which a lot of people really enjoyed. Oh god, I launched my Titan all the way out there. Oh, please don't get me killed doing this. Why is it all the way over here?
Because you launched it there. You gotta look at the ground you want to put it in.
But yeah, I never really got too much into the multiplayer of Titanfall 2, mainly just because it was just like a whole new type of learning curve that honestly I just wasn't really down to try to put the time in to learn and get. It was so
It's not that complicated. Titanfall multiplayer is pretty easy, guys. It's Call of Duty, and then you have a rocket launcher for Titans. That's pretty much it as far as the guy. And then after that, there's like 5-6 different Titans. Each one has a different specialty, some attachments. So it's like customizing a Titan and playing Call of Duty. It's not that big of a deal. And when you're in the Titan, you just gotta know how to dodge using obstacles, using the environment. You know, so if you know how to not take hits and how to deliver hits, oh, it's just such a great game.
Complex. There were so many different things that I just was not familiar with. And the movement, while incredibly fun, it's just such a huge learning curve that I was like, man, I know I'm not gonna put the time into this game to be able to fully understand it, to get good at it. It's kind of
There's no big learning curve to this. I swear to God, especially if you did the campaign.
the same reason why I don't play games like Counter-Strike and stuff, because, well, it's just a whole nother beast. But I know that if you take the time to learn this game, you get down the mechanics, you probably love Titanfall. Which I do believe that Titanfall and Titanfall 2 really kind of help spawn this whole new, like, movement generation when it comes to shooters.
Brendan says the jump into the mech animation was so cool. They were. And the mech landing from above. My favorite thing to do is look up at the mech coming down and just yell out, landed it. As it
we saw it kind of get involved with like a Call of Duty. It got into that game franchise.
I think this needs to come back.
Even Halo with like Halo 5 and stuff like that. Oh my god, we lost 49-50, but there's still a chance to get onto the ship. This is also kind of a fun part about attrition. That like you have this one section where like last run to get to the ship. I think you get like some more XP or something like that. God, this world is incredible. Look at this.
You need to be able to do your evac.
Let's get to this evac ship. Let's get out of here. We are leaving. There we go. Yeah, Titanfall 2. It's up. It's alive. It's kicking. Take this opportunity to give yourself a chance to play the multiplayer while it's still popular and people are excited about the franchise again. And if anything crazy, I'll keep you guys up to date here on the
I kind of want to play it again. There's a lot of new games coming this 2-3 months, so I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to play again. I really hope it takes off because I love that game. Here's my final recommendation for you guys. I don't give you guys recommendations to go play games ever. If you wanna experience a wonderful story and have a first-person shooter gaming experience and have your whole heart opened by a freaking Titan, a robot, a mech, whatever you want to call it, and then have the most beautiful ending to the story possible and have your freaking heart melt, play Titanfall campaign. You will love it. I've played thousands of games, probably. I don't know, maybe a lot of games. And when I think about campaigns, the first one that comes to my mind is that campaign. Yeah. I love it. And I think I streamed it. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go take a look at it. Did I stream it? Did I stream it? I think I streamed it. Man, it sucks when the SEO doesn't recognize you anymore. Yeah, I did Titanfall 2 campaign here. Good old times. Welcome back everyone to High Clash. I got my coffee still.
Let's see.
I look tired.
Oh yeah.
That's Lynn.
Store 2. Lock this area down. BT.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Pilot Cooper, you're with me. Let's go. Watch
go,
out.
let's go.
IMC Titans up
I
ahead.
was so young, guys.
Go.
Oh man.
Yeah!
Militia Titan in sight. Take it down.
I was so young, everyone. Chicago's anyone who completed the campaign should have a zero problem with it. I know, right? He said he did, so it was really surprising. It's not that big of a learning curve. It's just a great game. I loved it. It was so much fun. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, digital pins, absolutely right, brother. The connection between him and the title. It's so heartwarming. You know what it reminds me? Is my loyalty and connection to cars. For me, cars are people. I don't know why. You know, I don't talk to them, you know. But I have a loyalty to cars.
So there's one question I have.
You know, I don't know where it comes from. I just do. And it just reminded me of that. Made me feel great about it. Yeah. Who hasn't played Titanfall in his comments, guys? Literally, who hasn't played Titanfall? I want to know who's missed out. There's not too many games I would say that about. Oh, this is 2 years ago. Oh, I thought this was new. I thought it was 2 days ago. Brandov goes, the thing with Titanfall 2 is was a lot of people want to jump straight into a multiplayer and skink with a campaign. I agree with that. It's like someone who gets Call of Duty and doesn't play the campaign and jumps into multiplayer. That's me right there. And you did the campaign first before going into online to appreciate it. Yeah, and the campaign is actually the tutorial too, technically. You know, I completely agree with that comment, buddy. Hey Tom, how you doing? Only first-person shooter I ever played is Rainbow Six and Destiny, and I just cannot play first-person shooters that well. Tom, if you want to do a campaign, don't worry about first-person shooters. It's 90% off right now, so if you want to, I'm afraid to tell you to go buy and play it, just because you know how sometimes it's still a new game technically. I mean, if I told you go play Airplane, it's probably not going to be as funny as my first time seeing it, you know. Go watch Airplane. It's probably not going to be as funny as the first time since it's been such a long time. But if you need something fun to play, if you need to get involved in something real fast, and the campaign isn't that long, I don't know, maybe 10 hours, 8 hours, maybe something like that. Yeah, it's totally worth it. I considered playing Lies of P. If you guys don't know what Lies of P is, it's a retelling of Pinocchio's story in France, but it's a whole new storyline. It has nothing to do with Pinocchio. You're an NPC, and you're not supposed to be able to lie, and you're the only one who can lie. So it gets really interesting. I was really considering playing this game, but I wasn't sure. So let's take a look at it. Oh, sorry. Audio.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Lies of P has been one of my most anticipated games of the last year, and I bought the deluxe edition in order to get early access, and I've been playing the game almost non-stop since it went live 2 days ago. And I have a lot of thoughts to share about this game, but overall, I've been having a fantastic time with it. The game is very good. The setting is captivating.
I saw some gameplay of this, and it looks like an amazing game. Like, just beautiful, guys. And 18th century or early 18th century France is beautiful too.
Constantly intrigued by not only the story, but the character quest lines we're finding throughout the world. There's a lot to love here, and for the most part I do love it. But as I've been playing, there are some very glaring issues that have come to light that I just feel I have to talk about. On one hand, to make you, the consumer, aware so that you can expect these shortcomings and know how to adapt to them to make your gameplay experience better, and to also provide feedback to the developers so that they either update these things or know that Souls fans are finding issues with them for their next installment. But before we get into that, if you're new around here, we cover all things Soulsborne, Souls-like, and From Software, so if you want to stay up to date on these games or enjoy the lore or general discussion, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and now let's get into it. Before I dive into what the big problem with this game is, let me preface the discussion with a few things.
This is a game I genuinely thought you, Chelsea would enjoy. It's just a great storyline.
P was created by the studio NeoWiz, a South Korean developer, and one thing to keep in mind is that this is their first attempt at the Souls-like genre, and for their first try, it is a very good one. So even though I'm going to be frequently comparing this game to games like Bloodborne or Elden Ring, it is important to remember that they don't have the decades of experience that From Software does. In addition to that, in order to understand my criticisms with the game, we need to also understand the intended way to play it. The inspiration for Lies of P's combat is Bloodborne, and it draws many of its core elements from that game. We have a sidestep dodge while locked onto a target, charged R2 heavy attacks, a rally system to regain health after blocking an attack, and get heavy damage from a visceral attack. And the one key purpose behind all these elements in Bloodborne was to stay toe-to-toe in combat, and Lies of P appears to encourage that same playstyle. As I mentioned, one of the main
So you just gotta make sure you're not in front of it the whole time, and make sure to dodge when the heavy impact comes. I mean,
combat features is the rally system, where you can block an attack in order to take chip damage, and then experience a brief window where you can attack the target in order to get that health back. There are also Fable arts, special weapon attacks, that can allow you to perform various skills, and use a charge of these mini bars beneath your stamina gauge, and these are also charged through attacking targets.
Now,
We
this
then
feels
have
like
your
already
primary
complicated.
healing items, which when fully consumed, allow you to re-earn another one, once again by attacking enemies. And then finally we have the Sekiro style parry, which can fully deflect attacks, making you take no damage and slightly staggering the enemy. These are all core combat mechanics that you absolutely have to engage with, and all of these encourage an aggressive playstyle. Which brings me...
I would have enjoyed this. Sekiro broke me. I'll be honest, Sekiro broke me, but I think I would have enjoyed this. Especially I'm such an aggressive player.
To my first criticism, general player speed. It's no secret that the player moves incredibly slow in Lies of P, and this can very much be felt in combat when you're trying to counter an enemy or dodge an attack. The player cannot perform actions as fast as the enemies can, which often means that if you get caught by one attack from an enemy, you get pulled into a combo of other attacks without enough recovery time to get yourself out of it. And when some of these major enemies and bosses have anywhere from 5 to 10 sequence long combos, it makes the player feel as though they don't have the tools to compete, which makes the game in turn feel clunky, slow, and unbalanced. Now notice how I said it makes the player feel as though they don't have the tools. In Lies of P, at least for the first half of the game, they quite literally don't. After you get to the scrapped Watchman boss and finally defeat him, you'll unlock a new feature called the P organ. And essentially what this is...
The P organ? I don't care where you develop this game and if it was a US English-based country. But if you're gonna call something the P organ, you know what you're talking about. There's no way they didn't have a clue what they were talking about when they called something the P organ.
Is the player's skill tree. Here you can upgrade your character and unlock new skills. You have things like upgrading the amount of healing items you have, charges to your Fable arts, increased time of enemy stagger, and one that upgrades your dodge. Now in order to unlock these new skills, you have to go into the menu and unlock other upgrades, and these come in many forms. But some of the upgrades that can be found in this sub-menu are very important to making the game feel smooth, such as increased stamina recovery time while attacking enemies. And to purchase these upgrades, it requires a currency called quartz. I'm not entirely sure all the places you can get quartz, but I've noticed them dropping for mini bosses, and I believe in a chest or two. And after defeating the third boss, I had 2 of these quartz. And in order to unlock one actual skill, it takes 2 quartz. And the skill I immediately unlocked was the ability to chain 2 dodges together. Now the wording when you unlock the ability is that it allows you to perform another dodge in the middle of a first dodge animation, but this isn't quite true. The animation for the first dodge still finishes before you're able to do the second one. What this actually does is remove remove artificial downtime that's present before you have the skill after a first dodge before you can dodge again. In a game like Bloodborne, that's a feature that the player has immediately when starting the game. Now, as I progressed further through the game and beat more bosses, thereby unlocking more quartz, I found that there is yet another dodge upgrade further down the skill tree.
So they're pretty much adding to the skill tree things you already had for free earlier.
And what this one allowed me to do was roll out of being stuck on the ground. In this clip here, you can see that my player gets smashed to the ground, and during the animation of getting up, I don't have the ability to control my character, and I'm stuck in a combo of hit after hit until I died. And the ability to roll from the ground is yet another basic movement ability in the Soul series and Bloodborne. Now the skill tree continues for a while, and I've only seen the first 2 movement upgrades. Now by assuming that this trend continues, by the time we unlock all the upgrades and get to the end of the game, the vast majority of the clunky feeling is going to be gone. So the problem here is that basic movement features that the player needs in order to survive the game are locked behind the skill tree. And since quartz is so rare and hard to find, if a player does not immediately invest in the dodge upgrades, they are at a significant disadvantage, unable to perform movements that are present from the very beginning in many of the game's competitors. So it creates an unnecessary sense that the game is clunky, poorly balanced, and feels like molasses, when in reality the player simply hasn't unlocked that upgrade yet. And the thing is, I actually want the other upgrades in the skill tree, but I feel that if I...
It's like they made a really fun game and then they're like, how can we make more challenging? How can we make it more challenging? Well, let's put all the things that make the game fun, being able to move fast, dodge and everything, behind the skill tree. And you won't get to the point where the game is really fun unless you invest 20-30 hours into it. That makes it sound like I would have been really bothered by not being able to roll out of a combo, or being stuck in a corner of a wall and not being able to dodge. That would have really frustrated me a lot.
Don't unlock the dodge upgrades, the game is going to be much harder than it needs to be. Now what makes this much worse is that the player has 0 poise whatsoever. Every single hit, no matter from what enemy, will stagger you out of a move. Even a fully charged Fable art can be interrupted from the most basic of attacks. And what this does is create more downtime in combat, where the player cannot input any controls to the character if they don't have the right upgrade. And there's one more thing that goes along with this. Parry timing feels way too strict in this game, and oftentimes many of the enemies that have a lot of the long combos lack a sense of rhythm in their movements. What made the parrying in Sekiro so satisfying was that everything had a distinct beat to it. You could parry bosses with a blindfold on simply by the sound alone because you could recognize the cadence. But in Sekiro, the deflect was the primary means of avoiding damage. Now I don't yet know if there's a skill that upgrades the parry, but at least for the early game, the parry, like the dodge, feels underpowered and underdeveloped. Many attacks hit the player multiple times, so even if you parry the first hit, you'll still get hit again, even during the same animation.
Parry fast enough
and this
to
once
dodge the
again
second
contributes to the game feeling clunky. So here's the issue. Lies of P has a combat system that encourages aggressiveness. The game wants you to stay in the pocket and use all of the abilities at your disposal. But the problem here is that all of these abilities feel disconnected from one another, separated by a stiffness that's only removed through upgrades that are locked behind the skill tree. Basic features that are intuitive to players that have played Souls-likes before, that if were present from the beginning, would not make the game too easy, but would instead make it more smooth and thereby more fun. And I say all that because this game is a gem. The more I get into it and the more I unlock, it feels better and better. And had I these abilities from the beginning, it would have at least...
But isn't that the point? That they want you to invest in the game so it feels like you're getting better and better. The only negative side is they might end up getting people quitting early just because it just feels clunky.
Alleviated so much frustration that initially felt out of my control as the player. Anyways, though, guys, that is going to pretty much do it for the video today. I really am having a blast with Lies of P, and I do feel it's one of the best Souls-likes we've ever gotten. But I just felt like I had to come on here and talk about these issues to hopefully provide some feedback, as well as awareness to players that are going to be jumping into this game for the first time when it officially releases on...
If I invested like 20 hours into this and didn't know that I should have been unlocking the dodge abilities, it would have been such a frustrating game. I would have been so frustrated. I like Lies of P. It looks like a great game. I just don't think it's my type of a game. I like Souls genre. Are you guys Souls genre fans? Yeah, Chelsea loves medieval games. She would have totally loved this. Absolutely. Baba, I just didn't get into Hogwarts, brother, in any way. I wasn't into Hogwarts I mean, I saw the movies, but that's about it. I didn't read the book. And it's not like I was super into the movies. You know, they were fun. Yeah, I was never into that genre, to be honest. Sorry, buddy. How you doing, Dustin? Yeah. I've been wanting to watch this for like 3 days now. There's so many people telling me that I should play No Man's Sky because I started playing Starfield. Yeah. Hey, Damon, I too took a 2-year break, brother. And that's what happens when you take a long break. You don't get any views. And I've been back for a month, and I'm loving it, and I'm enjoying it, and I don't care. So take that. I'm just playing, brother. You good. Have you guys heard about the MXR Plays Blast? MXR Plays? It's this channel that makes very good content, but their thumbnails are sketchy. They're right on the line of being appropriate and not appropriate. And they've been hit by YouTube so many times, so bad, that, yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. I'm not sure if I want to get into a YouTube drama today. No, I don't want to. Once you aren't doing it for the money, I'm sure you're a happy guy. Yeah, Demon, honestly, I was just consulting a couple hours a week. I didn't need to do anything. I was just enjoying life, hanging out, playing video games, watching TV, smoking weed. Dean, you know, and then Need for Speed came out and I played it and I missed it. And then Diablo came out and I played it and I missed it. And then I'm like, I kind of miss checking out a new game on live stream. You know, it was weird. I couldn't get my thoughts out to anyone since I'm on my own. It was weird to experience Need for Speed without the comments. So, yeah, I figured come back for fun, see what I do. Hey, if I make money from it, great. Not going to say no to money, but not my main goal. And then if I get tired of it, I'll stop. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I've committed myself for at least 6 months every day. Uploading... I'm live streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then trying to upload content every day, but stuff I like, stuff we watch, stuff like that, you know, nothing major. Just wait till GTA 6 and he'll pop off. Rotations, I'm not really even really that excited about that, brother. I am not. I'm not interested in getting stuck under one game again. I want to do what I want to do, which is watch things I like, play games I like. If I have a change of heart, I don't want to be forced into it, you know? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. GTA 6 comes out, I'm going to play. But my point is, I don't want to just do one thing all the time. I have probably 20,000 hours, maybe under 20,000. I have close to 20,000 hours in GTA. That's PS3, PS4, PS4 Pro, PC. And throughout all that time, I've probably played the campaign 6 times. I've probably done online races more than I can imagine. And not only that, I have maybe spent 2 years making scripts for GTA games, animated series, going into modding menus and making any... Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, the time I spent in GTA 5, I could have been a pianist. They say you need 10,000 hours to become an expert or a maestro at something. Can you imagine if I invested all that time I played GTA 5 into learning the piano? Which I would have hated more, trust me. I'm glad I invested it in GTA 5. I would have... A Fallout 3 remastered would be fun, yeah. It would be. Bruce. Yeah. You would watch, Dustin? Yeah, I needed a break. I want to play GTA. You know, I have all my friends playing GTA still. Snoop, Chelsea, all those guys stream GTA still. So I jump on and play with Snoop on the weekends while he's streaming. I'm hanging out in the stream while we do racing. I love it. I just don't want all my content to be that, you know, because when it dies, you die. And to be honest, I go all the time on YouTube, and I follow a lot of my friends who are GTA YouTubers, you know, and sometimes I see them doing GTA, and I think I can tell that they're not happy. Because imagine how many hours and hours of GTA they've done, and how hard it is to be creative now. How hard it is to be. You can't do the same thing over and over again without getting tired, guys. You know, I'm just saying. So sometimes I watch big YouTubers who've been doing GTA for years, not just one person, a lot of people. And sometimes I see their faces or I hear the voices, and I'm like, I feel you, brother. You need a break from it. Hey, Billy, you should, did I talk about your comment? Oh, I think I replied to your comments in the beginning of the live stream. Yeah, we were looking at comments from YouTube. Yeah. Let me see if I still have it up. I will do it later. It's okay. You can rewind it and see it. Speaking of GTA, why will Rockstar never win war against modders? As I was talking about modding, guys, I haven't been on GTA mod scene forever, and I'm kind of curious what's happening. I was in the modding I know was in PS3 days, PS4 days, PS4 Pro days, and then when I left, it was mostly PC modding. So you know what I mean. So I'm kind of curious what happened. You have school in 4 hours, Billy. Go get some sleep.
Your account has been suspended from playing GTA Online on PC.
Okay, something else. We all know by now GTA Online on PC has a modding problem, but how many times have you seen this happening now? Let's just rewind a bit. It's October 1, 2013. The online version of Grand Theft Auto 5 was now available to the public on Xbox 360 and PS3.
By the way, I also know a lot of people who got banned, I think, for just playing in lobbies with mods, not actually modding.
Despite a rough launch date full of glitches, endless loading screens, and random crashes, nobody could have foreseen the immense success that GTA Online would achieve over the following years. Even Rockstar was not prepared for this success, as he shelved plans for a story mode DLC due to the rising popularity of online. All their attention and efforts were redirected
Do you guys remember there was supposed to be a story mode DLC?
Towards GTA Online, and it was working. This is what players wanted. Shark card sales were rising, and so did the online player base. This led to the release of many free DLCs being released, thereby expanding the ever-evolving world of GTA Online. The success was so great that Rockstar decided to extend the life of the game over 3 console generations, while the PC version was left in the dark with a serious modding problem. And it all started back in the console era, especially the PS3 and Xbox 360, where mod menus gained its popularity. These menus made lobbies exceptionally chaotic, transforming the gameplay into a spectacle of havoc that were even sometimes oddly amusing to watch.
I remember these times and I loved them. For me, it was so much fun. You know, sometimes a modder would come into your lobby, and if they weren't jerks, it would be fun. They would be making things fly and stuff like that. It was a good time.
During that time, almost anyone on the console generation could easily access a mod menu by jailbreaking their console and following a few straightforward steps.
It wasn't easy.
Mainly
I never
because
did it,
there
but
was
it's
a
not
lack
easy.
of effective anti-cheat measures, no more update support, and that coupled with poor console security. Nowadays, obtaining online mod menus on consoles has become a nearly impossible challenge, as consoles have strengthened their security measures, and Rockstar has learned from that chaotic console era, with 7 years later pulling the plug on those servers. Regardless, Rockstar was not the only one taking notes from this. Mod menu creators also adapted, making their menus compatible with the PC version. This marked the birth of a new mod menu.
This was my favorite mod. My new favorite mod was when you would shoot a weapon, instead of bullets, you would see random vehicles come flying out. That was my favorite mod of all times.
New industry, which soon began to thrive. Mod menus became more diverse than ever, with more new features and more ways to gain in-game wealth, but most importantly, they became more powerful. Regular players started to take notice, with sessions looking like this.
That looks awesome.
To randomly having your IP address exposed because you forgot to turn on that VPN. Whilst this happens daily to PC players, Rockstar is just watching everything from a distance. Mod menus became so advanced that they can evade the existing anti-cheat, making the in-game report system useless, and literally making the modder off the radar. Well, go to Rockstar support then, you might ask, when you're just met with a generic response. As menus become so packed with features throughout its years, the main purpose wasn't anymore for just gaining free money and RP, but also about harming other players to even the point where a public site was created where anyone around the world could crash anyone who's currently playing the game.
Are you serious? You could literally crash anyone who was playing the game. Imagine you were a live streamer and you were streaming and then just someone shuts you down.
In single player. This remote crash and kick exploit was quickly removed by the creators, as it was primarily intended to attract the attention of Rockstar, to show them how broken the game was, and as it was gaining more and more attention, eventually it caught the eyes of Rockstar to look deeper into this, eventually patching it. The same also happened with the account corruption exploit, where any modder could block you from entering online and could remove all your money. Or you probably remember this person.
That's ridiculous. That went from fun to effed up.
Who invited you many times because there was a flaw in the social club system. These were one of the few instances where Rockstar took action if it wasn't about money, because normally you won't see them handle all the other stuff unless you illegally obtain in-game wealth.
Yeah.
And this is how making money with mod menus became more limited, as this was one of the things that gets easily flagged by the anti-cheat. Because, at the end of the day, Rockstar is losing customers by just letting players freely get an infinite amount of money. And to this day, this also seems to be Rockstar's only problem with mod menus, as the anti-cheat has been barely adjusted. As of now, only the opposite happened. Instead of upgrading it, they removed 95% of its existing anti-cheat because their own source code, which showed how the anti-cheat works, was leaked. In the end, Rockstar replaced the anti-cheat to deflect it differently than their leaked code. Mod menus continue to evolve, eventually offering paid versions. The more money you pay, the more features you get. This became a significant factor in the mod menu market, as players sought menus that were affordable and that would get them a lot of power. And so, you get only the biggest mod menus controlling the whole market, with Stand and 2 Take 1 at the top, with Stand being the best-selling menu, despite the owner of Stand sending questionable messages and having a history of controversial staff members. With this influence, Stand managed to grow further by reportedly paying around $50,000 in cryptocurrency to illicitly obtain portions of a privately leaked GTA 5 source code, to this way allowing them to refine their mod menu, making it more undetectable to Rockstar's anti-cheat.
This isn't just some innocent people modding anymore. This is a gigantic business and a crime. I have a saying that I like to say to myself or whatever, right? Not to myself, just whatever. It's pretty much goes, maximize your fun without ruining it to anyone else's. It's what I used to say in my servers. You know, if someone joins a server, what can we do here? Well, maximize your fun without ruining anyone else's. Go have fun. You know, and this is literally ruining other players' good time just to maximize your good time. There's better ways of having fun, in my opinion.
It's important to note that this source code leak wasn't related to the GTA 6 GitHub incident, which only involved a few files of the GTA 5 source code. Instead, it was a transaction that happened behind closed doors,
this is illegal.
with only individuals close to the mod menu maker confirming this. While these practices are seen as illegal, only a small handful of mod menu makers have been taken down by Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, whilst they have no problems taking down plenty of single-player mods that, quote, don't follow the terms of service.
That's crazy.
Some mod menus are even lying about Take-Two shutting them down to simply hide their exit scams. On the other hand, some mod makers make up for their faults, like how the creator of Stand gave out free redeemable GTA keys to banned players after their mod menu wasn't so undetectable anymore,
Yeah,
and
that's
even
nice.
getting rewarded by Rockstar for reporting the flaws in the system. In the times with the account corruption exploit, Stand was also the only mod menu that fixed players' accounts for free, while Rockstar was still finding a way to fix it. Certainly, by now, mod makers aren't scared of what Rockstar will do to them. Comparatively, if we take a look at how other games handle modders, it becomes perplexing why Rockstar, with its vast financial resources and access to cutting-edge technology, has not made a genuine effort to address the modder issue over the years. There has been no genuine attempt to implement a strong
The only time they care about modders is when there's money involved. We know that because it literally helps their bottom line. And that's kind of sad. It is.
cheat system,
And where's our campaign DLC, goddammit?
and server security to shield players' IP addresses, or to even establish some kind of communication with the player base. As a result, mod menus continue to thrive, and more players resort to them not just for easy money, but also just to protect themselves from other malicious modders. As console players can now enjoy a world without modders, the PC players are just left in the dark, forced to live with modders, without Rockstar ever acknowledging the modding problem on their most profitable game ever.
Unless it affects their bottom line. 400,000 players own mod menu. That's like 10% of everyone who's online all the time. Yeah. It's Rockstar. You can't. It sucks, guys. It really sucks. I don't like the malicious modders. I don't like modders who ruin the game for other people's. But besides that, I don't mind modders. I really don't. Yeah, I just don't like malicious models, and I feel like that's fair. And there's a lot of games who are not really trying to fix their games. I feel like for Rockstar, they don't want to risk it because they're making so much money, so they're just going to keep it the way it is, you know. Let's hopefully, with GTA 6, hopefully they're smarter with their, leaks. Hopefully they don't lose their source code for GTA 6. Can you imagine if that happens before GTA 6 comes out and the mods are ready for GTA 6? I guarantee you there's someone out there already working on mods for GTA 6. I freaking guarantee you. Yeah. That's going to be crazy. Hey, Ghost Place, how you doing, buddy? No worries, you were late. Oh, don't worry. I noticed you were gone. It's all good. We're going to be doing... were you the one who wanted to do Mortal Kombat yesterday? We're going to be doing Mortal Kombat later in the day. Second stream. Yep. You're making your own GTA 6? But you might be done before Rockstar is, genuinely. Oh my god. You might be done before Rockstar is. For sure you will be. Oh my god, that's funny. Alright. I need to go use the bathroom. Wait, what time today are you streaming? Brandoff, let's see here. I think once we're done with this stream, around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. No worries, Billy. Good night, man. I won't hold. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Good day at school. I'll catch you later, buddy. Thanks for coming by. We'll probably go for another 40 minutes, and then I'll take an hour lunch break, do a lunch, and then come back and do the Mortal Kombat stream. But I want to go use the bathroom and then grab another coffee, and then I'll be right back. So give me maybe like 2-3 minutes. We're gonna Go to starting soon page. Here we go. I don't like the starting soon page. Screw it. I don't like the starting soon page. Not feeling it. Yeah, so give me like 3 minutes. I want to go get a cup of coffee, near a refill to keep up my energy. I like soda, but it's not as healthy. I don't know which one's healthy. Is Diet Coke or coffee healthy? Which one are them healthier? Hey brother, PG, how you doing? Oh man, I can't read your name unfortunately. I was watching you 8 years ago. Aw, thanks PG. Sorry I took a break, man. I've been gone for a long time. This is my first month back and I'm having a great time enjoying life. Stay here for 3 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and we're gonna do more stuff. And then continue it, okay brother? Alright, I'm holding all of you. I'm looking how many we have here. I'm just playing. Alright, where's the music? Hike the Gamer. And there we go. Bim, 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 bim. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay guys, so give me like 2-3 minutes. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Coffee takes 90 seconds, so 3 minutes. And I'll be right back.
The dreams.
Depends what you put in your coffee. Just coffee and I can't do milk anymore, just a little creamer. That's it. Alright, be right back. Well, hello guys. How's everyone doing? This is the cloth I use for my glasses. I know it's very entertaining. I do want to turn on my AC because it's pretty freaking hot in here right now. Before I run out of energy, you know. Got my cup of coffee, got my friends in the comments. Life is good right now. I hope everything's good with you guys. Let me see here, guys. Test. Everyone hearing me? Okay. Curious if we got some more comments. I like checking comments. Here's my comments. There we go. Oh, nothing new. No worries. Oh my god. Everyone doing good? I need to get a haircut. Oh my god, look at that. I get a haircut every like 6 weeks, which is stupid. I need to go every like 3 weeks. Hey Malcolm, how's it going? We're doing good, buddy. Oh my goodness. Bubba, I'm glad you liked that donation. I totally forgot I put that there, buddy. I totally forgot I put that there, but I'm glad you liked it. If you guys don't know what my donations are, let's see. So let's see if I can do one for you. Here, let's see if it works.
Oh, yeah.
I'm proud of that. I don't care. I'm so proud of that. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. I did it like when did I do it? I did it on Saturday. I think I did that last Saturday, and I totally forgot until, who was it? It was Baba, yeah. Baba donated. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just totally forgot about it. It was a nice little surprise, I gotta be honest. Best donation thing I've seen. Oh, thanks, Malcolm. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a couple different things. I was trying to do some of my graphics that I used to use. Hey, Aldine, good to see you, buddy. I was trying to use some kind of a graphics from my old live streams, like the dancing girl. I was trying to figure out how to use that for like donations and super chats and stuff like that, or maybe the GTA wasted. So I have some ideas, but yeah. Hey, by the way, what phone do you guys have? Here's mine. I'm gonna take the case off so you guys can see how old it is. Here's mine, and from the edge you can tell it's an 11, and from the size you can tell it's an 11 Pro. I know I have gigantic hands, so 11 Pro looks small in my hands, you know, but yeah, it's an 11 Pro, and I don't want to talk about phones, but I just saw this video over here, and I've been considering getting the new phone coming out this year. Number one, it's got the Type-C. Okay, you have a cheap gross Motorola. Mine is an 11 Pro, and I've had it for 4 years now, 3 years, something like that. I had it since it got out. I replaced it with Apple Care twice. I just haven't been wanting to spend the additional money for it, you know. It works fine. It is starting to get a little slower with all the YouTube stuff I'm doing, so I'm considering buying a new one. I used to have the newest phone all the time. I don't know why I got tired of it. I just feel like I was wasting a lot of money. Marquise here is an unbelievable reviewer, tech reviewer, and I kind of want to see what he says about the new iPhone 15. So maybe this year I'll finally upgrade. Let me know if you guys think I should upgrade. But yeah, I'll go back to gaming. I just saw this video and I was just curious about it.
Is an iPhone 15 and a 15 Plus and a 15 Pro and a 15 Pro Max. Every new phone in the lineup, new colors, new materials, new ports. There's some good stuff to unbox here, so let's do it. So starting with iPhone 15 and 15.
Real quick, I don't care. I like the port. I like to have all my things at the same port, and I don't have to pay for any more Apple dongles. I'll be happy with that. But besides that, the reason I like phones is because of the new features they have every year. And I'm hoping, besides just the traditional color changes, that we have something really cool. Something that matches Samsung or Google, you know? Something cool with the camera. And I gotta be honest, I've had the 3 lenses on my phone for 3 years. I've never been a fan of the 3 lenses. It feels like what an alien would make if they tried to make a phone to me. I don't know. So I haven't bought a phone in the last 4 years because it hasn't been great. There hasn't been a new thing, you know. For me, the newest thing ever was the 3 cameras, and I got it. Besides that, last 3 years, I'm not sure.
15 Plus. This iPhone 15 here is the new blue color, and it is... I'm just going to go ahead and rename this color to Barely Blue. I think that's an appropriate name because it really is barely giving hints of blue. You can really see it on the side rails too. But yeah, really subtle colors across the board this year. Anyway, the other things in the box are the paperwork, the single white Apple sticker, and there is no SIM card ejector tool here since they're all eSIM, at least in the US now. But most importantly, the new cable in the iPhone box for all new iPhones
Brendoff said 15 seems like it's got very few updates.
Braided USB-C to USB-C
I don't think this
cable.
is the right time for me to change my phone.
I think this is the first time the iPhone is shipping with a braided, nice cable like this. So hopefully,
so you
it'll
don't
be
have to spend money for something
more durable than old cables we've been getting for years. So cool, USB-C cable, USB-C phone. Now, if we take a look at the Plus, same idea, bigger box, but this new incredibly pale yellow. I mean, again,
I need the Plus.
In perfect
my
lighting at the
thumbs
Apple
and
event,
fingers
I
are
think it looked a little
gigantic.
bit more colorful, but it just looks extremely pale out here. And then
my wife has the mini. She has the 14 or 13 mini, and it's so small. But for her, it's perfect. For me, I can't use the keyboard whatsoever.
We've got the Pro boxes for the Pro phones as well. Still white boxes, but dark wallpapers. So the iPhone 15 Pro I have here is the new dark blue color. I almost want to call this one Barely Blue again, but this time it's darker and kind of borders on gray when the light hits it from certain angles. Very safe. Same stuff in the box after that, though.
Digital,
the
that makes
paperwork,
sense.
the white Apple sticker, and the new braided USB-C cable. And then our iPhone 15 Pro Max here is the new natural titanium color. And
I don't like the colors.
I gotta say, guys, I think this is going to be the one to get. It's the best color in person in the hand.
Really?
I'll talk more about why in a minute, but there you have it. The slightly new unboxing experience on iPhone 15s and 15 Pros. So by the time you see this, I've been testing these phones for about 6 days now, and 15 Pro.
One thing that really bothers me, I don't understand why they do not fix it. Do you guys see this slot right here that's designed for lenses, cameras, light sensors, and all kinds of stuff? Right? They can fix that. There is a way to do it where you don't have this cutout in your freaking screen. It's more expensive, but there is a way to do it. Multiple ways. There's multiple ways to put lenses and cameras behind pixels. Multiple. And I studied it because I had an invention idea of having my camera be in the center of my screen. So when I'm watching videos and talking to you guys, it looks like I'm looking at your eyes. Great for teleconferences and stuff like that. I tried to get multiple patents, didn't work out, but there are ways to do it, and I know for a fact. And it bothers me that they don't take the additional time to fix that. It's just such an eyesore. It is.
So by the time you see this, I've been testing these phones for about 6 days now. Not quite enough time for a review by my standards, but still plenty of time to give you some interesting thoughts, some things that I've picked up on, and some quirks. So first of all, these pale colors, I don't really know how else to say it. Like, this might be totally fine with you. I always get told everyone's going to put a case on their phone, which they probably are. But hey, Apple did spend a ton of time and money making this new softer touch satin finish on the back. And some of us will carry our phones around with no case. So it's worth mentioning.
My case is
for the
super
Pro
thin.
phones, there's actually an extra layer of interesting though, because they've switched that rail material, the part that you actually touch on the outside, from shiny stainless steel to brushed titanium.
Real quick, I'm not sponsored and all kinds of stuff, and this is a case that I've had for like 4 years now. I love their cases. They're carbon fiber. Here's the company. Right? Sorry about the disgusting stuff. It has protected my phone through so many drops on everything. So many. It's such a nice case. I love it. It's so thin, it doesn't add anything to your phone. I freaking love this case. I'm not a one who give case recommendations, but man, it feels so thin and it protects my phone. I love it.
We've all heard about how much lighter it is, and it's something like 10% lighter, which is enough for me to notice and enjoy. But the other thing is, I thought the brushed finish would sort of eliminate fingerprints on the sides. Absolutely not. I was wrong about that. I mean, it's not as bad as stainless steel, but especially on these darker colors like the black or this blue, you can totally see fingerprints and sort of where your hand oils are marking up the sides of the phone. And then on top of that, this is not anodized like aluminum might be. This is the new PVD coating they talked about on stage. And it's only been a week here for me, so I don't know exactly how well this will hold up over time. But what I do know is if you get a scratch deep enough into this coating, it's got to be the natural titanium color underneath, which is very light. And so that might look rough if you drop this phone with no case and get like a big gash on your dark colored phone and have light marks all over it. All of that to say, I do really think that this natural titanium or the light is going to be the better color to get on the Pros this year.
One more thing on a case. If I get a new phone and I'm going to get a case, I'm buying that brand. There's few things in my life that I'm loyal, and the reason I get loyal to them is because they're great products. I reward quality with loyalty. Oh man, I gotta make that into a saying. It rhymes too. Oh, it's such a big. I reward quality with loyalty. Man, I'm a genius. Yeah, I can't come up for a saying for that one. It's a fact.
Here. Okay, some things I've noticed in my first week. So first of all, on the Pro, the bezels are technically a little bit thinner, which makes the buys a little smaller. But you really don't notice that much after a few minutes. What you do notice more actually visually is the slightly softer curves all the way around these phones. Seriously, on the 15 and 15 Pro. Because on the 14, it was so square. Like it just went straight to the edge with a flat display, and then it dropped right into the rail at 90 degrees.
By the way, it looks
on these
dirty
new phones,
and disgusting.
The edge of the front glass actually has a little bit of curve at the very edges. So it's a softer curve into the rail. Then the rail itself has softer curves than the totally sharp corners from last year. So I think it's a nice hybrid of making it just more comfortable in the hand with these curves, but still keeping the generally boxy look. Now, with USB-C on these phones, we already learned that you can just plug in a cable to charge an accessory, right? So it's no reverse wireless charging, but you can at least plug in a USB-C cable straight to AirPods or an Apple Watch MagSafe charger, whatever, and it will charge from your phone's battery. So that's already pretty interesting. But I decided it's worth learning.
By the way, that's also ridiculous because iPhones have a terrible battery life. So if they didn't improve your battery life and then they gave you reverse charging so you can charge your other stuff, by the time you charge your earpods, your phone would be dead. But you have charged earpods, buddy.
All the rules and behaviors of plugging things into the iPhone 15.
Still no audio jack.
So here they are. So if you plug in any older Lightning iPhone into a USB-C iPhone, regardless of the charge state, the USB-C iPhone will always give battery to the Lightning iPhone. Every single time, no matter what.
Why?
Now, if you plug in another USB-C iPhone into your USB-C iPhone, it actually does a handshake where they talk to each other, figure out which one has the lower battery, and then the one with the higher state of charge goes, all right, I'm a battery bank, and I will start charging the one with the lower state of charge.
This is great for your family, wife, when you're traveling.
So I thought that was pretty interesting, and it works pretty well. Then I decided to try a couple of Android phones and see if the same handshake happened. Basically what we found is if you plug into your friend's Android phone who has more battery than you, and that phone has USB PD, it will actually act like a battery bank. But if the phone doesn't have USB PD, which is a bunch actually right now, it's pretty inconsistent, and you could end up charging it, or it could end up charging you. Literally unplug and try it again. But if it has USB power delivery, it will actually do the same handshake that the iPhones do.
I love if the wire just started melting because they're both trying to charge each other.
It's only 4.5 watts out, so it's not huge. It's not going to fast charge or anything. But you know, it is ideal for accessories. You can literally use the cable in the box to charge up the new AirPods or whatever else you want to try. But yeah, you can rescue another smartphone in a pinch. So then, the new action button on the Pros. I was very curious about this. I was not sure if it would have some restrictions or if there's some things that it wouldn't let you do. And it turns out, I haven't been able to find any so far. It seems like it basically lets you do anything you want, and I'm very happy about that. I mean, this was a feature of a lot of Android phones in the past. There were some LG phones that did this, some Sony phones.
So I have this feeling now I wanted to say because I'm hearing this all. iPhone doesn't innovate anymore. They just steal from everyone else. I guarantee you that's what it feels like. It feels like they're like, what ideas do other brands have that we can just use to improve our phone rather than, hey, you know how we used to make things that impressed everyone? Let's not do that anymore.
I want to say some Asus phones. I'm hoping it starts to make a bit of a comeback here because on this new iPhone, it is great. So you jump into the settings and go to Action button, and it loads up this whole crazy UI that's just like nothing like any of the other settings pages on the iPhone. Like they just stapled this in here, but okay.
Someone went OP.
And as I showed you in the impressions video, you can do any number of pre-programmed things with this button. By default, it is still the mute switch that it replaces. And it has those two different haptic patterns, so when you mute it in your pocket, you know exactly what you're doing without even checking. You did it correctly. But honestly, I don't know. I leave my phone on mute most of the time anyway. So you can also have it open up the camera in any of the camera modes. But then again, the camera shortcut is like right on your lock screen already, and I'm pretty used to that. So what's the point of it? Same thing with the flashlight. You can do that, but it's also already on everyone's lock screen.
Yeah.
I like the voice memo trigger. It's actually pretty convenient because it immediately...
The voice memo trigger would be good. Imagine if you're in a meeting or at school and someone's saying something totally inappropriate, or a cop is trying to fuck you up or something like that. You just hit that emergency record button to record the conversation for later.
Starts recording when you press and hold the button.
I like
that. But my favorite, by a mile, is the Siri shortcuts function because it basically lets you do...
But then I wouldn't trust anyone who has iPhone 15 because holy crap, can I say anything without them recording me?
Anything else. You can have it, you can stack up a bunch of different functions that are like location dependent, or you can have it call a certain contact or do certain things, or if you just want to literally open any app on your phone with zero lag. So it could be your to-do list app, or your calendar app, or just open YouTube with any one button press. Whatever you want. For me, I'm going to map my action button on my brand new iPhone to the Google Assistant, the best assistant available on the iPhone. Also, Apple, if you're listening, I also wish you could map a double press or a triple press of the action button to a new specific function.
That's smart.
Just think about it. Also, I was kind of curious how cases would handle this new action button, so I asked channel sponsor dbrand to send over their new Ghost case, and I have it here. Personally, pretty solid. I think this matte black skeleton design looks sick. And yes, I can confirm that even with the case, the action button still feels nice and clicky. Now you might be thinking, all right, what's so special about this clear case? I've seen a million clear cases. And between the skeleton and MagSafe, there's a bunch of other stuff, but my favorite personally is if you've ever owned a clear case before, you probably know that after a while it kind of ends up looking like this. Just disgusting and yellow. But dbrand has promised me that they've specifically engineered the Ghost case to be impossible to yellow.
I don't know if that's possible.
And they use those words themselves. So they actually give you like a lifetime case replacement guarantee if it ever yellows. So that's either a real promise or free cases for life, the way I see it. Either way, if you're interested, I'll leave a link below the like button if you want to check it out. That's the dbrand Ghost case. Now, I've also been taking some pictures and videos with these new cameras to get a sense of how they perform. I will be taking many more, posting them on Twitter if you want to follow me there, Instagram as well. I also fully plan on shooting the next autofocus car channel video with this phone. Oh, does this fix the horrible nighttime flare issues with the iPhone's video?
Yeah, does it?
First thing I did was go to a dark room, bring it out at night, shoot with some lights.
You still see the flares?
It didn't fix it. Unfortunately, I'm sure the coating does some other great stuff during the daytime, but there's still flare issues, sadly. But also, lastly, I want to clarify the new camera behavior on the Pro phones.
Wait, what?
In the impressions video, I was a little down on the whole like 1x versus 1.2x versus 1.5x thing because I thought it was literally just a digital crop, which would be pretty pointless to me. But it's actually closer to a set of super res zoom presets that you can actually then digitally zoom between. I'll detail all of this in the full reviews, and here's some benchmark scores in case you're curious about that sort of thing for performance for the A17 Pro, which is actually new. But generally, I think that wraps up my second impressions, my second look now that I got them in the studio. Really, I feel like the base iPhone 15s, if you're thinking if you want to buy one of these or pre-order them, it's a bigger improvement than it seems on paper. Like, nothing is actually new here, but because it's bringing things from last year's Pro phone, it's actually a very solid phone.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to get it. I mean, he's just stupid. I mean, I've been an iPhone user for more than 10 years now, 11 years, okay? I feel like if I buy a Samsung phone or a Google phone, I'll have more options. The main reason I'm staying with iPhone now is just such a pain to move things across. If there was an easy, quick way to move things across, I might be an Android phone again. But it's just a pain. Time goes, there is more power in your phone than there used to launch the Apollo 11. Oh man, Tom, did you just think of that? I'm just playing, brother. I know. Yeah, there's more power in the old 1990s Motorola phone, the flip ones, the really cheap ones that did the texting, than there were in the Apollo 11. We should watch a thing about it. Digi says, like I was telling my wife, it's not worth the upgrade yet. No, it's not, unless you need the performance. If it has a like 10, 20% something, it has a minor performance improvement. And I guess if you're editing videos or gaming on your phone or using your phone as a... Some people, I've seen people do this. Some people use their phone as PCs. So they carry a foldable keyboard with them and a monitor, you know, like an open up monitor, and they use their phone as a PC. They do their Word, Excel, and they plug it in, and this is your docking station, literally. Your phone is the PC dock, you know. Those, I guess if you need the performance, but besides that, I don't think so. I don't think we need it to watch TikTok. I don't think we need it for Instagram, Facebook. I don't think we need it for movies. They didn't say anything about the screen. I know it's hard to innovate after a while. It's difficult. You know, I know it's very difficult, but I think you should do it. I think you should do it. You know who this is, guys? This is Fort Power. He's one of our friends. And he's live streaming right now. He's live streaming right now, guys. And I'm subscribed to him because he's one of our friends. And he's live streaming. Let's make his day. Let's make his day. He's actually a moderator in my chat. Let's please make his day. You know what I'm going to say? He has 2 people watching right now. Let's just fucking make his day. Okay? There's 20 of us here, guys. Let's make his day. What are we... let's call it something. Heroes Raid. Heroes Raid. Here it goes. Hashtag Heroes Raid. Alright, I'll wait for you guys because I don't want to be the first one to do it. Okay.
Ah, eh? You go.
I'll see Alden there. Oh, he's trying to do a hardcore race, guys. Someone, we gotta clip this and send it to Fort. He's trying to win. He's in a competitive race right now. He doesn't have time to check the comments.
I don't know if we got it. We got it and sent it.
He's literally has to get this checkpoint and then the finish line. Could you get it? Oh, so close! You can see he's getting frustrated. I don't think he realizes yet. 8 people. God damn it, you're so close, dude. You're so freaking close. Get it already.
It's just me. Look, this guy's so dumb.
I don't think he's gonna notice. Oh, he got it now. Please tell me he got it. No, don't put nose down. Oh yeah, he got it. If you put your nose up, you slow down more. Nose down, you get more speed. Alright, he finished it. Okay, let's see. God damn it, Ford! Ah, I want you to notice. Oh, there he goes.
How you doing, Zone?
I'm sorry, guys. I just had to take a moment.
Who the hell is this?
Oh my god, he hasn't noticed it yet. He's gonna look back at the screen and his mind's gonna explode. Alrighty. Let's tell him we'll love him, and we'll catch him later. Bye, 40.
Hey, Giggle.
Alrighty, we'll catch him later. I was excited. I was excited to see his I don't think he noticed us. I was excited. Sorry, guys. I think it was 2 days ago or something like that. We were talking about Starfield and No Man's Sky, and I was telling you there's no way I'm gonna give more money to No Man's Sky. Or yeah. Anyway, apparently No Man's Sky is Starfield, but 10 times better. Have you guys heard about this? I don't want to say I want to play No Man's Sky, but I'm going to use this video to decide if it's one of the games we should play. Okay, let's go.
Great stories for you. As an example, Phantom Liberty is going to use a hell of a lot of your computer. Be warned. As well, No Man's Sky seeing a massive uptick in its players, and the corporate crashing and burning that is currently going on in and around Gearbox. Yeah, this is
I want to play Gearbox.
Okay,
I like
first we got
Gearbox.
No Man's Sky. So it's actually having its strongest month in the last few years, and this is likely for two reasons. Number one, well, Starfield came out, but number two, they actually have some new update stuff in the game. The most recent one has a new playable species, the autophage, which are sentient robots that add their own multi-hour-long quest narrative. There's quite a few of those in that game now.
If you play No Man's Sky, let me know. What do you recommend, No Man's Sky or Starfield? Dustin says he plays No Man's Sky. Ford Gaming just came back and he said he liked it. Much love, Ford. We were trying to send you some love. How you doing, buddy? All right. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys love No Man's Sky. I was so sold on it in the beginning, and it was just such a big disappointment, so I was kind of like, I don't want to try it again.
Also, outlaw capital ships, which can be destroyed basically by doing a Star Wars
and I love
attack.
that you can go from a planet and just
There's also
fly
Star
to
Wars
space
Squadron
and then go back and land on another
weapons,
planet.
shields, energy management mechanics for the dogfights, which of course we've also seen, say, in Starfield recently. And to go along with all that stuff, there is more reputation that you can grind up with the outlaw people so that you can get them in your fleet, which is actually all pretty damn fun. The whole frigate and fleet mechanic stuff that they've added. Well, they added ages ago, and they've been kind of like refining ever since. They've been pretty damn cool. It's a funny game, right? Obviously, there was this expectation, I suppose, that some aspects of Starfield were supposed to be able to hit some kind of like No Man's Sky-like thing, which I don't think those were particularly well-founded expectations, right? It's like they're just completely different games, but certainly, like, yeah, if Starfield's got you hankering for space, in spite of, I would say, a new player onboarding experience.
Starfield has me hankering for space for sure, and I just missed the part where I feel like I can fly to a planet, land, and then fly to space. It doesn't feel to me like a space game. I know I'm in space. I know there's a space portion, but it doesn't feel like it's integrated well in the gaming. You know, I don't have a countdown I can do as I fly up into the clouds. I mean, breaking through the clouds while controlling the ship, it's something important to me, and I don't know why. I just love flying. It just feels like everything's hidden behind a menu. You know, you have to click a menu to go somewhere. You have to go into a menu to go through a door. You know, there's a cutscene for everything. And it just takes so much of it away.
Experience that isn't particularly great. There is a hell of a lot to do in No Man's Sky. I was really impressed whenever I fell into it. Honestly, for like a month solid around this time last year. So absolutely, give the game a shot. Since I last played it, there's been a bunch of updates, and they've been really good. Anyway, space is clearly big enough for both games, which is certainly a nice thing. Next, then, the utter chaos going on at the Embracer Group. Now, Embracer Group, you may not have heard of them. As an example,
I love Borderlands, and I love how they use the Borderlands platform to create multiple multiple storylines, I would say. Storylines of the same platform. Borderlands 3 was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Then I played the Tiny World of Tina or something like that. I forget the name. So I've been wanting to check this out. I've been wanting to play it because I like it. For a single player game or a co-op campaign game, these games are fun. They have a lot of jokes. So I'm curious what's going on.
They own THQ Nordic, Koch Media, Coffee Stain, Amplifier, Game Invest, Saber Interactive, Asmodee, which is like loads of board games and stuff, Deca, Gearbox, right? They acquired Gearbox, so, you know, Borderlands, all of that.
Know about
and
this.
Also Dark Horse Media, so if you are aware of, say, Dark Horse Comics, they own that. I believe as well, like, say, Middle-earth Enterprises, they hold Lord of the Rings. Now, there is this crazy situation going on where they were going to have a investment from, I think they're called, yes, Savvy Games. Now, Savvy Games are an interesting bunch. As an example, they own ESL, right? Remember when the whole story broke about a, this like Saudi-backed games investment group picking up ESL? It is them. Turned out that they were this mysterious partner. So here's the deal. They had a $2 billion deal, and after months of progress on both sides, basically the night before their earnings call, Savvy pulled out. And this then led to chaos in Embracer Group, right?
Oh my God.
Their stock price tanked, and they basically announced they're going to need to change things. Now, Reuters initially reported that the group was considering their options regarding Gearbox, the makers of Borderlands. And this is 2 weeks after there being reports of layoffs at Gearbox Publishing. Now, that's a kind of notable thing because Gearbox Publishing's actually had some good success stories. As an example, Remnant 2 has been a real standout hit for them this year. Played some of it myself. Really good game. Now,
I like
seemingly
Gearbox.
they're going to be sold. They were acquired for $1.3 billion in 2021. And reportedly, there's a lot of options for Gearbox, right? So there could be a direct sale, even to spinning the company back out to being independent. This is some stuff per an email from the Gearbox C.
I hope they don't dissolve the company Gearbox. There have been some major games that I genuinely enjoy. May not be the most gigantic games, but they're really fun games. Gearbox is a great company in my opinion. Well, I don't know if they're a great company. They put out some great titles. I'll put it that way.
CCO Dan Hewitt, the Bloomberg saw, right? The base case is that Gearbox remains a part of Embracer. However, there are many options under consideration, including their transfer, taking Gearbox independent, and others. So it's a pretty crazy situation, right? Not too long after they've picked them up for $1.3 billion, they're seemingly looking to sell them again. Evidently because, well, they've had serious issues.
They lost a lot of money.
Their CEO basically said that they are having to restructure themselves to go away from, like, big, you know, just gobbling everything up. And
they overreached. There's so many big companies that have messed up like this, and Tesla is one of them. By buying Twitter, he overreached. He didn't know what he was doing. He did. This guy's overreached by spending more money and thinking the industry is going to keep taking off and they're going to keep getting investors. But when the economy shifted in the last 2 years, what happens is the people went from trying to get subscribers because money was free flowing, investors were free flowing. So as long as you can grow your subscriber count, it didn't make sense. It didn't make a difference if you were making money. So it went from that situation to now where investors are holding on to their money because they don't trust the market as much. And most of these gigantic companies need cash flow. And I've seen this in the entire industry from multiple different type of industries, from aviation to gaming to everyone. When this change happened in the economy last couple of years, most companies switched to a cash flow style strategy because the investors want their money back.
Investment, mergers and acquisitions mode, and they've got to transfer themselves into being a cash flow generating business. Because it turns out the decade or whatever of basically free debt is over, and yes, this is basically causing issues for everybody, especially here. Now, this would seemingly be a difficult sale because analyst Serkan Toto is pointing out that $1.3 billion isn't the whole story of the company's value. So Embracer would only be looking for potentially hundreds of millions in return rather than, say, a full billion. looking at this, Embracer paid USD $363 million up front. Embracer agreed to pay another up to $300 million based on operational targets and up to $750 million on financial targets across 2 installments. So basically, the damage is not necessarily as bad as it would look, but you can quite obviously, you can tell that if they're strapped for cash, this may not exactly be the sort of deal that they want to keep on going with. So they're in this financial situation, and apparently they've received interest from third
They owe money to them still.
parties, according to 2 people. Now, who could these third parties be? And this is where it gets interesting.
Activision,
Could
Microsoft
pick them up? Right,
yeah.
Microsoft, they certainly do like doing acquisitions. Same goes for Sony. And then, obviously, we've got NetEase, we've got Tencent, and we also, could even have the Saudi-backed Savvy Gaming Group. What if they picked them up? That
I wouldn't want that.
Yes. That would be quite something if they then scooped in to do this.
They bail on their
of course, another
investment
example
in-
of
I
a
wouldn't
super
want
could
that.
be Take-Two. Take-Two have recently done some acquisitions. I mean, they picked up Zynga. That was a pretty crazy
Take-Two could
situation.
be good.
Obviously, though, Take-Two and Gearbox have worked together in the past on Borderlands, so it could be that. Next story, then.
I would prefer if Borderlands goes on their own. If they grab a hold of their destiny again and, they said, we're going to just go on our own and become a public company again. I mean, their stock prices would be ridiculously low, but at least they'll have control of their future. But if you don't have any cash flow and you don't have any kind of investors, you need something for your operational cost. So that's a hard equation to solve, and I hope they survive it. I really like Borderlands. I really like a lot of their niche titles that I can't think of right now. But yeah, that sucks. That sucks that they ended up in this situation. Yeah, the future was bright for them. Now it's not, Yeah. Gaming Plays. I didn't see your glitches, brother. Want to take a look at them? Gaming Plays sent me this funny glitches of 2022. Gaming glitches, last weekend or this week. I forgot when he sent it to me. But he's been here, and I've been waiting for him to come back so we can watch it. So let's go. What the hell is going on? The Last of Us Part 2?
This just happened now.
What's up with her feet?
He can't be far off.
Her feet are on the same angle as she's on the floor, but her hips are not telling the truth.
Yeah.
They're definitely lying. Those hips are lying. Those hips are lying big time.
Take him.
Woo! Wait, what?
There was a signal from his cell back in Los Santos, but now.
What was that?
Hey, is he in the city, dog? He could be in trouble. Huh?
I did not know about this launch glitch. Do you have to be on a phone call for this to work? I did not know about that launch glitch. I want to try it now. Assassin's Creed? What the hell's going on? Is that because he's on a ship?
This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West.
I've missed out on Horizon.
Lies over the mountains.
Look at that.
Is that?
Isn't Tanak's territory?
Wait, what? I love this type of glitches where you can replicate them. The launch glitches. What the frick is going on? No, you got him in a headlock. He can't move, I guarantee you. Use the force, Luke. not a glitch. You're just sidestepping and hiding. That's just part of gameplay. That's how you play this game. Oh, never mind. That's how you lose the game. Oh, that's just a moving trash bag, but don't pay attention to that. Oh my god. What? Oh, Cyberpunk is unfair. Cyberpunk is unfair. Wait. Oh! He called for his car, guys. He called for his car and it arrived. Landed it. Wait. He's in the T-pose. He got stuck in the T-pose. Wait, what? He's making sand circles. It's okay. This is a normal thing you do, guys. It's a prayer you give to the sand gods. What the freak is going on?
I just talked to her. You are not the reporter who was sent.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw this. I've seen this glitch before.
You will not write a word of what you saw.
For the record, I mean, what do you know about the specters, but, you know...
Oh my god. This should be in the Guinness World of Records of how not to use your hands when you're climbing a ladder. So you can hold more things as you go up. Skill. You gotta do a lot of yoga for that. Oh my god, his crotch is stuck on the door. I love Saints Row. I love Saints Row. It's a great game. I don't think I played Valhalla, did I? I think I played it. Never mind. I don't know why. This made me think that all the ghosts and weird things we see in the world are glitches. What the freak is going on right now? That's not that big of a deal. I'm curious, is something missing here, or is he not supposed to be doing this? Like, which part is the glitch? Is the object gone, or is he... Is he glitched?
Oh, damn it all. All right. All right.
Not much for me.
I missed out with Horizon Forbidden Horizon. Oh my god. Oh. Are they drunk fighting in the lake? What the hell?
You're not going to stop.
Sonare. Susume. Alrighty. They weren't that great at the end though, but the beginning few were really good. Hi everyone, how you guys doing? We have a few people joining us, it's okay. Oh my goodness. So we've been going for 2 hours now. We're gonna do another stream, Mortal Kombat. We're gonna do the rest of it. I think we have 2 hours, maybe hour and a half left, something like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna go do lunch. It's lunchtime here. And then we're gonna come back with some Mortal Kombat Chapter 3. If you missed the last few games, Here it is, Mortal Kombat. The playlist right there. Go check it out, guys. We did 2 streams.
I fell in love with Capcom versus Marvel.
What was I talking about there? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I was telling you what games I grew up with.
I fell in love with Capcom versus Marvel. Long
Number
time
2
ago
specifically.
When I was like 20 years old. I knew it was
instead of going to college, I played Marvel versus Capcom for hours. I would tell my parents I'm going to school. I would go surfing. Well, my parents didn't care at that point. I was in college, but I would go surfing instead of my classes. I would probably miss 1/3 of my college classes and still pass. Not with great grades, but I would pass. So I would skip school in college for surfing and then for arcade games. Yeah, that was me in college. Hey, I have 2 degrees, okay? I did fine. I got them after the military, so I didn't finish it when I was going to college in my 20s, you know, but hey, it counts. Okay, guys, we're going to end it here. We're going to be back with another stream later. Give it like an hour and a half. What time is it? At most 2 hours. I want to get, let's see, Mortal Kombat, and we're going to finish the campaign. Ghost Plays. Were you the one who was asking me for this yesterday? This is for you, buddy. No, I'm just playing. I want to finish it. And then, let's see. Toko left. A lot of people left from earlier who were here. A lot of people, Billy, all those guys are usually in Australia and UK. Sometimes they go to bed early, but I love them. So they're all gone. I've already said bye to those guys. Thanks, Baba. Thanks, Brandoff. Thank you for being here so long. Chunky, as always. Dustin, thank you. Alden, good to see you. Ghost Plays, of course. Who else was here? Casey, Batman was here. Adil, man, I haven't seen you in so long, brother. It was nice to see you again. All right, guys. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right? I'll see you guys later.